What's poppin', T Squad? It's your girl Keisha, and I'm here with tonight's All Tea, All Shade, Ready to Love Season 6, Episode 2 review. I want to let you guys know that this Tuesday I have done an interview with Scotty by Nature and Jamar. You can catch the interview February 10th. I'm sorry, February 10th at 8 p.m. Uh, on their show, The Prelude. We discuss My Film Paper Heart. We discuss reality TV. You do not want to miss that review, so make sure you guys tune in. And you guys check out my community page. I've been giving you guys links to all of these outfits and stuff that you've seen me post when I was going back and forth to radiation. You can check out the links to those items. A lot of those items are on sale, like $9.99, $16, $20. So make sure you guys are checking my community tab daily. All right, let's get into tonight's episode. So all of the singles get together for brunch so they can, further meet and greet and vibe with each other. Oh, excuse me, I'm so tired. Anywho, so Tiffany want to know why her name was called at the mixer, because she is just dumbfounded that these guys was not feeling her. But what she failed to realize is that she was very surface level. She didn't want to dig deep. She really didn't want to go into her past with her divorce or anything. Like, she didn't really want to give up anything about herself. She was very guarded. So she wonders if the guys wasn't feeling her because she was so focused on Wiley. And I was like, girl, that is not the case. So she's sitting down with Wiley at the table eating brunch, and Dakaya comes over and sits with them, and she does not like the fact that she came and sat at their table. But I'm like, girl, you cannot have your hands and your dibs on Wiley or whatever. This is a dating experience. Everybody has to meet and talk and all that good stuff. So good thing Dakaya did come over there and have a seat with them, because she immediately peeps game that Wiley is the son of a famous DC native named Chuck Brown, who was the creator of go-go music. He didn't really want to cop to it, but eventually he did, and was like, he don't like leading with that, because he wants people to like him for him and not for who his father is, which is very understandable. Tommy then comes in and tells them that the singles, I'm sorry, Tommy comes in and tells the singles that he's adding a new man and a new woman to the mix, and they're all shocked. He says that two of the singles who are currently there will go on blind dates with them, and he picks Ace, who is very quiet, serene, pretty woman. She was the girl that on last week's episode was in the confessional with that school marm top that I hated. But she seems like she's a very sweet, earthy, spiritual girl. And then he picked Laverne. Like, I cannot stand that man's name. I need for him to get a name change. I need to know if it's a meaning behind this. Like, why did they name this man Laverne? I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's so weird. But anywho, Tommy picked him, but he told him that he needs to be cognizant of letting other people speak, because he seems to talk over people, which I was very shocked to find out. Because what I got from Laverne on last week's episode was that he think he the shit because he used to bodybuild. I'm like, okay. So it's guys' week to send one of the girls home. Clifton tells Ace that, he a little jealous that she going out on a blind date with somebody or whatever. And she was like, oh, she was, feeling him. They got something going on. But let's not forget that he still really likes Joy. I like him and Joy together a lot as well. Laverne, we come to find out, also likes Ace a lot. Like, he thinks Ace is the bee's knees. Like, he thinks that she is the second coming of Jesus, child. And I was like, okay, Miss Laverne. It seems like Laverne wears his heart on his sleeve. Like, if he like you, he like you, and he is in. He wants the picket fence, the dog, the house, all of that good stuff. I don't know if he romanticizes situations really quickly instead of really digging deep and getting to know people, but yeah. So Wiley in his sweaty armpits likes Tiffany, but wants to get to know other women, including Dakaya. I was like, ooh, Tiffany ain't gonna like this. He and Dakaya sit down and they talking and he giving her sexy faces and she like, is that supposed to be your wildly sexy face? And he was just doing team too much for me. He was all, how you doing? What's up? I'm like, boy, are you having an aneurysm? What the fuck is going on here? Sit down. I'm like, I would be more focused on them godforsaken sweaty armpits. Like he had a whole pool underneath his arms. Like, boy. So Clifton says that he is focused on Joy. Joy is still his number one. He really likes her. I like their vibe and their energy together, and I also like his vibe and energy with Dakaya as well. Uh, I did very much like that Clifton is very assertive. When Joy was like, come on, brunch is over, we gotta go. He was like, no, I ain't get my time with you. We sit down. I was like, ew, yes. I like that he can be assertive, aggressive, but in a still a respectful manner. But he makes it known that he's the man in the relationship, but he's also funny and charismatic. Like, I really feel Clifton. He wouldn't be the normal type of guy that I would go for, but his personality, along with his looks, really makes him attractive. But I like tall, skinny dudes or whatever. But he's an attractive guy. So Laverne goes on a blind date with a lady named Carmen. She's into brand management for athletes. She's a cute woman. He likes that she is thickums. She got the small waist, wide hips, big booty. Seems like it's real. She's very confident, aggressive, alpha female type of woman. They both work out. They have that in common. She feel all on his body, when he points out that he used to body build, and he of course likes that she is infatuated with his physique. She says that she was in the Air Force prior to her current job, and he was like, he was too. They both have been divorced. He has two children. She has one child. They had a lot in common on paper, where it seems like they would be a really good match with each other. But like I said, I want to know more about Laverne, because it seems like to me he moves really fast when it comes to his emotions. But like I said, they seem like they had a really good date and they really connected. I didn't like her dress though. That sunflower dress, I was like, where the fuck did you get this ugly ass shit from? But anywho, so then Ace meets with newcomer Cornelius, and his thighs rub together, and I was like, no, they tried to cut it out, but his thighs rubbed, and he seemed like he was like slew footed and walked like a 600 pounds and counting, even though he ain't that big. He's a big guy, but he ain't that fat, but he fat enough. Y'all know I don't fuck with fat niggas, so he can't be two fat motherfuckers in one relationship. He has never been married. He says that when you make a meal, you think that it's gonna be a lot of money, but it ain't. So I guess that was his way of putting it out there that he's a millionaire. To me, he just looked like he lay in the bed and eat Hostess cupcakes and laugh at Martin. More old Martin episodes. I just can't get with him. He talks like he's slow. He reminds me a lot of Tim from Sweetie Pies. Y'all remember how he used to talk? And Tim is from my home state, St. Louis. But yeah, I was not feeling Cornelius at all. He is not my type. He literally sounds like he talks like he rides on a little short yellow bus. I just could not vibe with him. But Ace found him to be attractive. I guess she likes that teddy bear look. I guess, child. They seemed like they hit it off and had a good date. Paul goes out with Joy. Paul reminds me of my ex. He gives me very much Jay-Z in the face. It's something with the nose. He's just physically not attractive to me. When he and Joy go out on a date, he quickly remembers her favorite drink, which she really likes, because that shows that he's attentive and he pays attention. Dakaya goes out with Clifton. So Clifton and Joy are both out on dates with other people. He actually reached out to Dakaya to go on a date. Joy, we learned, is a singer, and Paul was like, how would you feel about staying in one place? And she was like, actually, it makes me cringe. It's something that I could not even fathom to think about, just being in one place, which would be a problem for somebody, who likes to have stability in a home. And it seems like she lives this kind of like nomad lifestyle. So I don't know how that would necessarily work with her moving forward. Hold on, y'all. My battery going out. Yeah, I don't know how that was going to really work with Joy. No, she seems like she's a cool girl, but the fact that she like to move around a lot, unless that's something that one of the guys would be willing to work with, I don't really know. And most guys are not going to want to deal with it, but who knows? Clifton asked Dakaya what she thinks about premarital sex, and she was like, she's down with it. I don't like for men to bring up the sex questions on the first date. I just think that it's crass. It honestly creeps me out and grosses me out because it makes me think that that's just what you want. Like, that's just what you own, is that you want to fuck me. Like, can we talk about anything else outside of sex? When we first meeting, that is a quick red flag and a turn off to me. Let me know if that's a red flag to you. How would you feel if somebody asked you that question on the first date? I wouldn't have liked it. I just like for the sex talk to just flow naturally. Like, let us vibe with each other, get to know each other, let some feelings get in there before we get to talking about sex. Like, ew. Paul wants stability. Joy says that, Paul was a cool date, but her heart is still with Clifton. She's vibing with him the most. Uh Joy is still Clifton's first pick, but he does like Dakaya. Like, they really hit it off. He liked, her personality, her outfit, and all of that. So it seems like Joy got a little bit of competition in Dakaya. Paul, Cornelia, Sabrina, Tiffany have a group date. And Tiffany asks Paul, does he realize that he comes off a little bit rigid and guarded? And he says that, he's very tactful in his approach when it comes to women. Was it Tiffany or was it Ace? I think it was Ace. My bad. So Tiffany, yeah, it was Ace. So Tiffany and asked Cornelius, does he want to get married or have a life partner? He was like, I can do either one. It really don't matter to me, which is like a doubles. What's the word that I'm looking for? That response isn't a adequate enough answer. Like, you know what you want. What are your intentions? Like, come on, so I can do either or. Like, he's very casual. It makes me feel like he ain't really being honest about what he wants. Maybe he isn't really there for love. Maybe he's just there to date and be on television. I don't know, but his answer wouldn't have settled good with me either. And it doesn't with Tiffany because she makes it known that she wants to be married. So he's immediately scratched off her list. So he feels, however, that just her persistence and her finality made it seem like she exuded negative energy. Tiffany does come across a little strong and like final and kind of a little bit abrasive, which can be a lot for people when they don't know your personality. It's very like, cut and dry, astute, no emotions, and that's not a turn on. So she already like, she don't want no second date with him because he don't want what she wants, which is smart because why waste your time trying to make something happen that obviously we're not on the same page about. Paul asked Tiffany, if you were to do spoken word, what would you call your show? And I'm like, what kind of question is this? Like, I know you're trying to get to know people, but this is not the way to go about it. Like, the question was weird. I don't even know how to answer that. Like, huh? So Tiffany laughing or whatever and really skirting around the question, which she does often, which makes me feel like, bitch, are you on the run? Or are you on the FBI's most wanted list? What is going on with you? Is Tiffany even your real name? So Paul feels like she gives surface level answers, which she honestly does. And so this is not only something that he feels, but a couple of the other guys also feel about her too. Clifton, Tori, Ace, Joy, and Corman all go on a group date. And Clifton at first thought that Carmen was attractive because, she got a really cute shape and everything. But when he looked in her eyes, he saw that she wore blue contacts and he did not like that. It did look a mess on her. Like, girl, if you don't take them damn contacts off and have several, she looked like she was a cast member on The Walking Dead. Girl, stop. So Carmen, however, though, really likes, I feel, Clifton and is sexually attracted to him. She's flirting with him, trying to get him to teach him how to play golf or whatever. And she was like, can you hold my hair while she's putting? And he holds her hair. She was like, yeah, I wanted him to hold my hair because it's real. And then a lot of girls that got hair like this. And I'm like, okay, girl, you got long hair. Great. Can you please take them ugly ass contacts out your goddamn eye? So I don't think she realized that he wasn't really feeling her like that. I think if anything, Clifton a smash, but that'll be about it. Tori is attracted to Joy. Clifton hasn't been in a serious relationship since his divorce 2 years prior, we learned. Corman was like, let me see your muscles. And he was like, which one? I was like, okay, Clifton. I like his personality a lot. He's a flirt. So Ace goes to the bar alone because she feels like she's like third wheeling it because Clifton and Carmen are talking, and then Joy and Tori are vibing. So she's kind of just left being the odd man out. So Clifton goes and checks on her to make sure she good. And she was like, I just didn't want to impose. She seems like a very sweet girl or whatever. But I did kind of low key feel like she wanted somebody to come over there and check on her. Like that was the way to do it. That would have been a move I would have pulled, honestly. So Joy feels that Tori is a cool dude, but he's not really giving what needs to be given. Like she's still on Clifton, and he's still on her because he made it clear like I ain't feeling old girl. And she makes it clear that she ain't feeling Tori neither. So all the guys meet up with Tommy. Laverne says that Carmen could be the one. Like, I'm like, dude, calm down. You went on one date with this girl. Calm down. It could actually backfire and y'all are too much alike, which could potentially cause problems. And even Uncle Tommy was like, chill out. Like, dude, you just met her. Calm down. So Tori likes Joy. Wiley, Clifton, and Paul like Dakaya. A few of the guys said that they really weren't vibing with Tiffany because she comes across guarded, and some didn't really vibe with Ace. But Laverne sticks up for Ace. Laverne was like, she is the one. She is the Gucci princess. Iyanla, Fix My Life Diva. She is the earth, the moon, the sun, and the stars. She is everything. He went up for her. And everybody was like, okay, boo, we get it. You like her. All right. So Laverne is really feeling Ace, and he is also really feeling, what was the other young lady he said that Corman. So, which are two totally different ends of the spectrum when you think about both of these ladies. So Paul meets with Tiffany. This is at the end of the episode when we're gonna find out who's not ready to love. Ace meets with Wiley. Neither of these women know why they're on a going on a date. They just think that this is a regular date or whatever. Tiffany was like, when she was talking to Paul, like, you asked me a lot of questions on our last date. It can just come off. It can just come out in normal conversation. If you want to play 21 questions, we can. And Paul kind of looked at her like, bitch, what the fuck? Like, she's low-key very rude, when she speaks to people. Like, that's how you get to know somebody, by asking questions about them. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you not know how to get to know people? Like, what is going on here? So Paul says, tell me something about you I would be surprised to know. She tells me, oh my God, here we go again. You asked me all these questions. Can we just talk? Like, how was your day? Can you just ask me that? And he was like, but that's fluff. And she was like, that's what I like. That's what I like. And she rolling her eyes. I'm like, oh my God, like, stop doing it. I'm like, bitch, that's how you get to know somebody. What is wrong with you? I'm low key feeling like this bitch is on the run and that she's a goddamn convict that escaped prison. Like, what is going on? Like, why don't you want to talk and tell about yourself? She was just being very weird. So Paul then tells Tiffany, I'm sorry. So Wiley, when it's time to say, me and the guy spoke and this is how we feel, he actually gets up and goes stand next to Ace and standing in her face with all them goddamn hair bumps and shit under his chin, telling her what the guy said. I'm like, why you get up to go over there and stand in her face? That's weird. All right. So then Paul tells Tiffany, what the guy said and that she's not ready to love. Baby, Miss Thing said, who not ready to love? I hollered. He was like, you. And so she then looks at production and was like, did I just get sent the fuck home? Like, I know y'all motherfucking lying. Like, where is Ashton Kutcher? Like, I know this has got to be a joke. So Paul was like, let me give you a hug. And she was like, I don't want to. I was like, oh, you stank-a-rank. With that busted weave. Girl, get out of here. So then in her confessional, she gonna have the nerve to say, I think that he was just jealous I didn't connect with him and that's what got me sent home. No, darling, none of these guys really connected to you because you were guarded. You didn't want to tell nothing about yourself and you're rude. And you're way too fucking aggressive. Like, go home looking like Punky Brewster with that horrible ass outfit. So Wiley tells Ace that she's ready to love, and Ace says something so profound to me in her confessional. She was like, I can't be explained in words. I'm an experience. And I was like, you better lay it low. I was like, that is a vibe right there. And I was like, I like Ace. I like her vibe. I hated that one outfit, though, that she wore in that confessional, looking like somebody librarian. But I like her vibe. Homegirl says she's an experience, honey. Yes, ma'am. So once again, that's my review on Ready to Love. Overall, I give tonight's episode a C plus. It was cute. It was cute, but I need more than just switching it up with new singles. Like, I need more than that from this show. But anywho, let me know what you guys thought about tonight's episode. I'm so sleepy. I'm damn near about to go to sleep right now. Let me know what you thought about tonight's episode down below in the comment section. Like I said, you guys check out my community page so you can click on the links to all of my fabulous fashion finds that are on sale. Make sure you guys tune in February 10th for my interview with the Prelude. I cannot wait for you guys to see the interview. Make sure you guys are checking out my film Paper Heart that is available on Tubi. And my Dream 3 book box is currently on sale. You don't want to miss it. The link for that is also down below in the comment section. And if you're new to YouTube and you're trying to figure out ways to get more subscribers, raise your revenue every month, down in the description box is a link to TubeBuddy. That is who I've been using, and they have helped me out so much. I have increased in everything when it comes to subscribers, money, reach, audience. All of that has shot up, and it's all because of Tubi. So hit that link down below in my description box to download Tubi and use that tool to make your YouTube channel pop. Love you guys. Thank you for watching this review. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.